Ooh, ooh, who is she? Wow, it's echoey in here. It's like good lighting, but I'm freaking melting. I kind of look like a crazy person right now. Hi guys, my name is Irvine and this is Red Luna Journal. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am in a new location, as you guys can tell. I'm actually in my new house and this is gonna be my room. It's pretty empty right now, hence the echoing. Yeah, so let's get into this video, guys. I'm really excited about this, that I finally get to share my journey with you guys on this topic. It's definitely been a long struggle, but you know what, like, I'm here to give you guys some good news and good information about laser hair removal. I'm Indian, my dad is Punjabi and my mom is Maharashtrian. I got most of my dad's genes, so hence I'm mostly Punjabi in terms of like my features. Punjabis are hairy, okay? Even the girls. They're just hairy. Indians in general are just hairy. This video is not sponsored by any company, it's just my specific experience. I'm also not a doctor or a hair removal specialist, so please go consult someone. I am just merely sharing my story and my journey. So being a really hairy gal, I've tried pretty much every single method of hair removal. I started off with waxing when I was like 10, maybe? Yeah, 10. My brother gave me a box of tissues because I was freaking bawling my eyes out. Then after a while, like, I don't know if any of you Indian girls can relate to this, but like for some reason, or at least my mom was so opposed to the fact that most of America shaves their legs. They're always just like, oh, waxing, like shaving is like horrible. Like when I was young, when I was in like 5th, 6th grade and I started waxing, I was like, okay, first, this freaking hurts. And second of all, mom, like all my gory friends are shaving. Like, why can't I just shave? And so finally, I think once I moved to California from Chicago, I convinced my mom. Since then, pretty much like 7th grade on to senior year of high school, I went back and forth. Then after a while, like I have sensitive skin, so my skin would get all prickly and red and stuff, and like I didn't like the feeling, like it was just, ugh, it was just like itchy. And so then I went back to waxing. If any of you guys have kind of dabbled in your hair removal methods, you know that when you switch from waxing and shaving, like shaving makes your hair really coarse. So once you shave, if you go back to waxing, it takes like a couple times of waxing for it to actually take the hair off because it's so thick. I even bought an epilator on Amazon, which, oh my god, if you're hairy, don't make that mistake. It literally plucks out each and one of your hairs. Let me just do this. So I ordered it and worst spent $25 of my life. When I first went to get my eyebrows threaded with my mom in like 6th grade, I remember going there and they were like, oh, like, what do you want threaded? And I was like, just my eyebrows, please. And literally when she did it, I wish I had a picture to show you guys because it was so freaking funny. Like, she threaded my eyebrows like a normal person would, but there was a freaking line, like literally from my forehead fuzzies to my eyebrows. I like honestly switched between threading and waxing for most of my high school. I never did shaving or anything like that for my face because I was like, hell no. Like, I don't know, you hear all these like horror stories, right? Like on the internet and stuff. First year of college, I was like, mom, I need to get laser hair removal. I started researching and that was kind of when it picked up. I started watching videos and stuff, but then that was kind of the phase where like laser was like in its beginning times. So a lot of people were posting videos, like Indian girls, and were like, oh, like it caused me this pigmentation and all this stuff, and it scared me off. And then in my 2nd year of college, we went to LaserWave first. We went there and I wanted to get a full body hair removal. So I went to LaserWave, we asked them for a quote and they gave us $7,000 for the entire body, which is fucking ridiculous. The place that we lived in Southern California, it's Orange County, like there's a lot of white people, so I didn't know if like one of the hair removal places that we were going to had experience with dark skin. Not in like an offensive way, but dark skin does pigment differently, so you have to make sure you're using the right lasers. We heard from a family friend that she loves this place that she goes to, and she's been going for a long time. She's Indian, never had pigmentation, never had any issues. They're really good and they have a good deal. So this place is called MedWeight Lasers. It's in Irvine. I'll try to link the website down below, I guess, but it's not a chain, so sorry to everyone who's not living in California. And so we went there and they gave us a quote of $3,000 for full body hair removal, which is really good. On an average, most places charge $5,000. So they gave us $3,000 and it's a lifetime guarantee. So I could actually go back there whenever I want and get laser. It's so cool because first of all, I've never heard of anything like that, like in laser at least. Like I literally can go back whenever I want. Like if I'm 40, when I'm 40, I could go back there. Like I wouldn't have to pay anything, which is so cool. Now on to like my actual story in terms of how laser has gone for me. So the first time I went to laser, it was really painful, I'm not gonna lie. I have a high pain tolerance and it was just not a fun time, you know? Like, first of all, full body hair removal takes about 2 hours, so that's one. And the second thing is, like, in the beginning, your hair is so thick and coarse. So it literally, like, I don't want to, like, scare anyone off because it's definitely worth it in the end, for me at least, because I'm a hairy gal. I think if you're not hairy, that's really up to you to decide. But it literally felt like she was taking a curling rod and just slowly going over my skin. So it wasn't fun, but as soon as I did the first session, I started to notice results. And I don't mean like unrealistic results. Like a lot of people put up videos and they're like, oh, my hair was gone. Like that's never gonna happen. But I could see a big difference in the thickness of the hair at first. So then I did a couple more sessions and you space them out like according to what the nurse tells you or whatever. I started to see a difference in the growth, meaning that it would grow a lot slower. So before like I went to my first couple laser appointments, I would shave like a couple of days before. You have to shave your entire body like before you go to laser. And so I would shave it a couple days before because they needed to be grown, like the hair to be grown just a little bit. And then by like my third session, I was shaving my body about 2 to 3 weeks before because it literally just wasn't growing. And so you can't go in with like freshly shaved hair because they have nothing to like laser off, so they can't really tell if it's working or not. But yeah, I did have to shave my face, so that was something very new and I was very scared for that. You just get those mini like face razor blades and just like literally just scrape it off. It's really easy. And after that, slowly by slowly, like I said, at first I noticed the thickness going down, then I noticed the growth rate going down, like decreasing significantly. And then lastly, pretty much the last couple months, what I've noticed is that my hair is really sparse. So there are areas now on my legs, my arms, and stuff like that that don't have hair. It's very patchy. And the areas that do have hair, it's very thin hair. So they have reduced the laser amount or changed the voltage. I don't know what it is, so please go look it up. But yeah, so it hasn't been hurting too much, and also I'm used to it at this point. I've had about 7 sessions, I want to say. For a normal person, they recommend 6 to 8 sessions. For some people, like they're done in 4 sessions. Some people it takes 12 sessions. If I can show you guys, I don't know if you guys can see, but like this is my arm right now. And by the way, my arm used to be like really hairy. Like, I don't know if this is TMI, but when I used to apply lotion, like I used to have to go like this because my arm hair was like literally like a guy's arm hair. Like my hair was more than my brother's. I used to feel so embarrassed for it and I used to get made fun of it a lot too. Now you can see like there's literally no hair. You can pretty much just see my pores. And the little hair that's there is like very tiny and minuscule. Just to give you kind of an idea, I got my laser appointment a month and a half ago and I haven't shaved since then. And this is how it looks. So that is kind of the one amazing part I love about getting laser, is that honestly for me, it really worked. For me, the pain and the time and the effort I put into it and the money as well is really worth it, because it made my life so much easier, and I'm so glad I made the decision for it. So for all of you guys who are considering it, you know, like I would say first, definitely like weigh your options. I personally wouldn't do it if you were like not that hairy, because it genuinely doesn't work and you won't notice a big difference. So it's really up to you, like if you want to be spending that kind of money. If you're really hairy and you have the budget, go for it. Just research. Like I personally think all these kind of tinier like medical clinics are better than like LaserWeight and all those brands, you know. So it's like, just make sure you do your research, because things can happen and you don't want to be in that situation. But I definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to go for it. And you know what, like if you don't want to go for like that entire full body or like the legs and you have to pay $1,000 or whatnot, like just do one session and try it out. And if you like it, then you can go back to it, right? So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. I just wanted to share with you guys my journey, because I'm so happy. Like I'm so happy I did it, and I've been wanting to share this for a long time, but I'm just now starting to see like significant results. So I wanted to wait till I could give you guys actual feedback. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. I am planning on doing more story times like this, so if you guys have any suggestions, comment them down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's just @RedLunaJournal, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.